Three words sounds like.
Shut up.
Listen up, there's a quiz afterwards.
There is. There is. Welcome everyone to this gathering of very special people to Claire. 8 years ago, I was on the Great Wall of China, and after going a few steps, I thought there is no way I'm going to finish this. So I'll stand here by myself. And then all of a sudden, popped up this gorgeous redhead who said, "Oh, can I join you?" So we started our conversation there and then, and we haven't stopped. Even though we only saw each other in Bali for the first time since we'd seen each other 8 years beforehand, it was that opportunity to, during those years, to share our passion, which is all about the customer experience, but also about mystery shopping, because that's what we were both there for in China. But what I love about seeing you all here this afternoon is that you have gathered from all parts of the globe, because that's what Claire does. She connects, she creates an experience for each and every one of you. So I'd really like to thank you on behalf of Claire and Andy for coming out this afternoon, because this is Claire's 5th book, Where Work Works. They are available for sale. Andy said there's an ATM just around the corner, so they're fine for $20 hitter. Otherwise, you may have Revolut on your phone. But I'm going to ask Claire some questions also about her book, because as you see, it's not a big book, but there's a lot of information inside it. And that's what's important, isn't it? Because it's not always about the size that counts, it's what's in there. It's that quality of the work. And being Claire's 5th book, she has done so much of the research over the last few years to bring this book together. So Claire, I'm going to ask you a few questions.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you for being here. Thank you everybody for being here. Oh my gosh, I love you all so much.
And I think that's what's great. We're all here. We can have a conversation and just share this special moment for you. So where work really begins, before culture, before customers, before growth, there is something more fundamental. There is how we feel. And that's what Claire does. It's how does she make you feel as an individual? So Claire, with the book, share with us a little bit more about why you've written this book, and how did it make you feel in writing it, and what are you wanting your readers to feel?
Yeah, I think there's a few of us in the experience industry, and back in the days it was all about customer service, and really kind of when you start shifting the modality and thinking how people feel, how do you feel in yourself is how you're going to behave in front of other people. And over the last few years it's been an evolution for that. You know, there's been different things about caring for your business and caring for your people, and then there was the pandemic, and then I bring the feng shui into it, so how the environment makes us feel and how do we connect on that emotional level. That's what drives how we do everything that we do. That, you know, limbic brain kicks in, and then that's every decision that we make is made by that emotional level. So through the last few years I've done several things, and then this kind of regroup all those things to make people think that there's just more than just delivering just something. It's just about really caring about what we do, and how do we make people feel every time we meet them. How do we connect, and how do we connect on that emotional level?
And Claire's mentioned there about feng shui. And when we first met, she told me about it, and I thought, oh, it's all a bit woo-woo to me. However, via Zoom, when we were both, our companies closed overnight on 2 sides of the world, Claire said, well, let me have a look at your office, Michelle, and I'll do the feng shui through the Zoom. And it worked. It was really good. And it's that part of her, that caring, that feeling. It's not just made up between the pages. It is how she makes each and every one of her customers feel. Her direct clients, but also the customers of her clients. There are invisible rules at work. there are those written rules, and there are those ones that are mentioned between those in the staff room, mentioned in the hallways. Would you like to share a couple that you have written here in the book?
You know, every single one of us, every single employees, every people in the world want somehow deep down to feel valued. They want to be seen, and we have so many people in organization who are being totally ignored, and they're not being seen, and they're not being given the time that they should, and actually being able to stop and listen is massive. And today, I mean, the last couple of days we talked about some of those things, you know, but we all want to feel valued. And if you somebody listening to you, this is just so powerful to, as leaders and as colleagues, and as we need to be able to listen more to others so we can give back. And that's kind of how it works, really, that caring side of
It
things.
is, and it's quite interesting because sometimes we hear the leaders just talking, don't we? And you know, we ourselves are up there and we are talking, but it is taking that moment to actually stop and listen. And we learn, no matter where we are on our journey, whether we're the CEO or whether we're a small business owner or a large business owner. And that's one part that I took away from this book. It was just about your values that are deep within you, that you bring out into your organization, but that part of listening, that is so key. Before we finish up, because some of you may have some questions of Claire, she usually has symbols throughout each of her books. And if you look on her website, claireboscq.com,
Yes.
yes, no, no AU,
A yellow website.
yellow website. She has all her books on there, and she's been the queen bee.
Yeah.
She's got a very funny one about mystery shopping, and if you have a look at some of her videos, it's classic. But this one, she uses the lotus as an analogy, and I just want to take a moment to read something. The symbol of the lotus, the root of the experience. The lotus symbolizes stability, clarity, and self-awareness. It reminds us that growth often emerges from challenge. Beauty rises from the mud, not despite it. Can you share with us, Claire, why you chose the lotus and what do those words mean to you?
You know, we all work for corporate. We've all been there. We've all seen that. And you can't just create a new business, right? You're just like, we all have to go deep inside and see how things are working, and from the root grow something beautiful. And I think that's why as well I kind of wanted to use the heart and the key, kind of how do we repair the heart of businesses with that gold, because everywhere in business you've got gold inside. You just need to bring in them in together. And the lotus flowers is such a beautiful flower, but you only see it only at that moment in
Yes.
time. And so Buddhists and Buddhists, and they all use that symbol as well, so that grounding symbols. And working with Landy and Mark for the last kind of 6 months to recreate the blueprint that I created, so the 5 steps, the 5 elements of nature. I use a lot of that feng shui and a lot of the soul and the system that we have. How do we bring more soul into our businesses? And so we need in nature, we've got 5 elements of nature. If we all want to live properly and feeling good in wherever we are, we need to have fire in our, you know, the fire brings the soil brings the metal create water, and the water create wood, and the wood create fire. And those 5 elements for each of the 5 steps of the book brings that together. So the lotus is the beginning of things, is the grounding, the foundations. How do we start growing those petals and opening up and rooting? And then we can go into all the others with the people engagement, and then the environment, and then the customers, and then the celebrations, and how do we expand our businesses. So it's been bringing. And you know, when I was talking to Landy about, you know, I just feel maybe I've gone a bit too woo-woo, right? What do you reckon? I've gone a bit too woo-woo. And actually, Landy said, it just makes so much sense. You know, you kind of, we need to bring more heart into what we do, a bit more love into what we do. And if we bring that yin and that yang, that's where we get a better balance. So if we lead with our hearts, and we manage with our head, that's when the businesses starts bringing a lot more power, because it brings people together. And that's what I want to do with the book, and giving people this want to be seen, not be ignored. And how do we do that? By bringing more care and love and heart into our businesses. So it's not soft, but it really is about caring and making people feel good.
And I think that's what you do for each and every one of us that are sitting here, is that you bring that love that you share with all of us, and that care. Congratulations, Claire, my dear friend,
you.
on this amazing book. Do any of you have any questions? Or would you like to go to the ATM? Andy is $20. Actually, it was really quite interesting, because Claire and Andy chose this spot, and they're setting up, and we're here about an hour earlier before you, and then all of a sudden the duty manager from the casino comes over. So he's the manager on duty, and he walks over to Claire and he goes, I'd never heard about you before, but he goes, this morning they put these screens up, and he goes, so then I go onto LinkedIn and I found out what you do, and he goes, can I please buy not just one, two of your books? And Kay goes, oh yes.
So we may be doing some work at the Pullman very soon.
It's just, so you just don't know who the people are that's going to be reading this book. But what was lovely was he saw that and thought, I need to understand what this lady does. And this lady is amazing.
Thank you.
Any questions that you may have? All right.
Thank you for being here. Thank you. Thank
so
you very
we've
much.
got roughly
Drinks.
Some more drinks. Please
More drinks.
help yourself.
Help yourself.
Sign copies until about 6 o'clock.
And then we can walk towards
And
for
then we've
those
got
CSPs. We can walk together if what is it?
Ochre on the Wolf.
Yeah.
Yes, that's a few minutes up here. So please
Thank you.
enjoy, and thank you very
Enjoy
much
the
for coming.
drinks. Thank you. Thank you. Cheers.
Cheers. Yes.
Cheers. And to all of you.